They seems to be very simple, but while answering you can identify, yes, these two answers are completely incorrect. There exists ambiguity in two options. In many cases, many students fails to answer an exact option, but MCQs are easily identified and properly scored when you have a proper planning, proper mechanism in answering the questions. In these sessions, we are going to discuss about MCQs that are issued by ICAI. So, before reading or handling MCQs, first you need to perfect with the content that is associated in a specific chapter. So, first complete the theoretical concepts, then only start reading MCQs. Don't directly go for MCQs. Because in EAS subject, whatever the question that is in your MCQ is an exact statement from the textbook, ICAI textbook or our Masterminds material. Because Masterminds material is also an extraction of textbook, but our material is somewhat organized, structured. So, in the case of answering MCQs, try to identify, their intention is to identify the correct answer. But our intention is, what is the correct answer and why these four answers are not related with the correct answer. So, we are going to see all the components. Let us start with, I will show you example how MCQs can be answered and how it is related with our material too, right? Let us start with question number 1. Enterprise Information System, EIS. Enterprise Information System is a system where organization uses information technology environment for executing, for running business operations of the organization. Enterprise Information System can provide you integrated component. It is completely technological components. How technology can be used in order to handle our business operations is determined by what? That is called Enterprise Information System, right? An Enterprise Information System provides you a technology platform that allows the organization to integrate and coordinate their business processes on a robust, strong foundation. This is the total definition of our material concept. I will show it to you. So, this is very easy and important points. This is the direct question, direct answer from our material too. Say this, EIS is not a difficult subject, it is very easy subject. Listen, Enterprise Information System is a technology platform that enables the organization to integrate and coordinate their business processes on a strong foundation, reliable foundation or a robust platform. Say this. That is an exact sentence in your answer, So, any kind of MCQ is like that. Identify the statements that does not fall under a list of objectives of EIS. See, if anything is in the terms of technology platform, any kind of technology always reduces the manual intervention. automatically productivity will be increased. Less amount of man-machine interaction is there. Service cycles or efficiency, effectiveness, all these are various advantages or elements associated with the EIS. Reducing service cycle, identifying the manual process, reduction in the terms of cost, increases operational efficiency. So, the time take to complete the cycle of activities is going to be reduced. That means customer satisfaction will be increased. The time take to give input and time take to get the output is large. Satisfaction levels of the customer will be high, will be low. Whereas in the case of EIS is concerned, it is called a technology platform where we can have reducing service cycle. Good. Whenever there is a usage of technology, our ultimate aim is to reduce the cost. We always try to increase the efficiency, productivity. So, here identification of manual process is not an element associated with the objectives of EIS. So, I will show you. EIS provides, why I am telling this is, you can have a clear idea. Whenever you perfect with the theoretical concepts, then only it is very easy for you to answer the questions in MCQs. EIS provides a single centralized database where the same database can be accessed by all the organization departments. EIS can be used to increase the business productivity and reduce the service cycles, product development cycle, marketing life cycle, and other outcomes includes higher operational efficiency, reduction in the terms of cost or cost saving. Sir, if you perfect with this question, you can easily answer this particular part. You can answer easily this particular part. Because here our intention is not to identify the correct answer, our intention is to identify why this particular answer is wrong, why this particular answer is correct. So that if they ask you the same question in different formats, you are allowed to write easily. This is Enterprise Information System. This is a question number 1 of Business Process Automation called BPA. Next one. Question number 2. Depending upon the size, this is also direct question. This is also a direct question. No indirect questions are there in AIS. You can directly answer our topic very simply. Depending upon the organization, size, their operations, we can classify the processes into 3 categories: primary process, secondary process, management process. Operational process, supporting process, management process. If a process that always interact with the customer, interact with the user, it provides services directly to the customer, which creates value to the customer, which creates core value to the customer, is called as a primary process. If a process that do not interact with the customer directly, instead it provides services to the primary process, it is a backend to the primary process, what you call a secondary process. Classroom interaction is a primary process. It needs to be completed. For this, I require some supporting process: administrator, videographer, system administrator, network administrator, conversion engineer, or anybody. That means back end to the primary process is said to be a secondary process. Monitoring, controlling the operations of the primary process or secondary process, like other process, like a secondary process, it may not provide any core value to the customer, but it may provide indirect value to the customer. Such a process is said to be management process. This is question number 2 and 3 of business process automation. Depending on the size, nature of work and complexity involved in the process of organization, business processes. What is a business process? Business process is nothing but an activity or a set of activities that can be used for transforming inputs into required outputs. An event or a set of events or an activity or a set of activities which are used for converting input to the output or for accomplishing a objective is said to be a business process. Business processes are divided into different categories, primary, secondary and management process. Which of the following element falls under purview of primary process? See, if you perfect with that question, you can directly answer this MCQ very simply, easily. If an element which deals with legal compliances is not a primary process, which deals with the core processes and functions within the organization, deals with measuring, monitoring and controlling. See, the name itself represents it's a management process. Here, core business activities, not in the terms of a core process. Here, our answer is it deals with the core business activities and creates a value chain. For example, core process may be involved and function to involved, but it may not create any value to the user that cannot be treated as a primary process. It deals with core business processes and also creates value chain. That's why I told you, if a process which interact with the customer, which creates value to the customer is said to be a primary process. Next one is a manufacturing company is facing the issue of not being able to provide timely supply of its product to the customer because they are using manual system. If anybody uses a manual system, it causes various problems. Data may not be secret. They may not provide timely information. Requested whenever there is a need, required information may not be immediately available. Anyone can modify the data without restriction because everything is paper-based method. That's why a manufacturing company is facing the issue of not being able to provide timely supply of its product to the customer. Mr. Anil, he is an information system auditor of this company, identifies that delay is due to manual processing of certain processes involved in the company. What is the meaning of this? XYZ company using manual system so that they are not able to provide timely information to the other people. Yes, he suggested that a company should adopt dash from the following options to overcome the problem. First one, core banking system. See, core banking system CBS is a technology oriented application. It is a combination of application plus information systems and communication technology which are used for handling the needs of banking sector. Customer of a branch will be converted into customer of a bank. All categories of operations will be provided to the customer with the help of computers is said to be a core banking system. Here, this is not related with a manufacturing company. Yes. Strategic level system. See, in general we have low level management, operational system, mid level management called management information system, top level management, executive management. Top level management can be used for handling strategic data or strategic decision making activities which causes long term objectives. That is not related with this manufacturing company. That is called as executive information system, enterprise support system, and then expert system. For example, consider a flight. Whenever there exists a problem with the pilot or a co-pilot on the flight, immediately there is a button called autopilot. When they press autopilot without assistance of a pilot, it is going to direct it to the station based upon air traffic control signaling. So, expert system is always provides decision making activity by a normal person without any expertise. For example, any kind of artificial intelligence component is said to be expert system. When you capture a photograph, it can provide you complete information about that product. That is an example of an expert system. Accounting, tally, income tax returns, everything. So, whereas answer is business process automation. Business process automation called a BPA is nothing but removing the human element from the organization so that all business objectives can be achieved with the help of technology and communication orientation. All repetitive and standardized set of activities will be converted into automation, that is called as business process automation, called a BPA. So, all categories of operations, for example, consider our college automation system. When you pay for examination fee or something, everything will be recorded in the database. Whenever they press a button, entire information can be retrieved. So, business process automation is nothing but removing the human element from the organization so that all business activities can be executed with the help of computers and information technology. Sometimes the same question may be asked. In an XYZ organization, running of business processes manually, many of the processes are repetitive and day-to-day utilized elements. Information system auditor identifies that what kind of process activity is needed, for handling repetitive or standardized set of processes. Here also answer is BPA. Remember the key elements, that is sufficient. Just check out. See, already I told you there are second question, what is meant by management process, operational process, supporting process. Operational process deals with the core businesses and deliver direct value to the customer. You can check. See, you may be confused. Deals with the core processes and functions within the organization, but there is no technical element, very important word, that is value chain, what creates value to the customer, which is very, very important part of the business operational process. Next one is BPA. Business process is defined as removing the human element from the existing business processes, called a manual process, by automating repetitive, standardized process components. It is completely technology oriented components which increases effectiveness and efficiency. Integration of applications. So, here the question is, a manufacturing company who are using manual processes will be converted into automated processes so that we can achieve confidentiality, timeliness, integrity and availability. Next one, question number 4. Mr. X, sir, once again I am telling you, as far as EIS is concerned, this is the information related to your material, our mastermind's material. Every point is highlighted. Even in our material, based upon the direction given by the Prakash, we have given underlines for very, very important or technical terms. So, before answering MCQs, while preparation is going on, first read out the topic thoroughly, then only go for MCQs, so that you need not spend more time on answering MCQs because all these are known elements. Next point. Mr. X set up a new business of manufacturing of color pens. He is well known about various kinds of risk involved in his business. Immediately you need to have risk. What is a risk? Risk is nothing but uncertainty in achieving business objectives. What we require? We require risk management, enterprise risk management, different types of risk to the BPA. You have to collect the total information related to the risk management, right? Various kinds of risk involved in his business. However, he unintentionally violated. So, the occurrence of a threat or a risk may be either intentional or unintentional. It may be deliberate or non-deliberate. For example, if someone who captured my pen drive and intentionally damaged my pen drive, it's a threat. If someone who captured my pen drive unintentionally deleted some files, that is also a threat. But the thing is, one is intentional, second one is unintentional. That is only the difference. He unintentionally violated some industry regulations while setting up his business. Which category of risk does this refers to? If an organization that is not in a position to achieve strategic objectives, that is said to be a strategic risk. If an organization that leads to some financial loss, that is called as waste of money, called a financial risk. If a risk which causes some fines, penalties or something that leads to violation of the rule, regulation, it's a compliance risk. So, environmental risk is nowhere related with this. Normally, strategic risk, operational risk, still we have residual risk, financial risk. Okay, here the answer is compliance risk. You can have direct point in this we have direct point. I will show it to you. Sir, every point is direct. That's why I am stressing on this is, sir, can you please perfect with the topic regulatory or a compliance risk. These risks could expose an organization to the fines and penalties due to non-compliances with the laws and regulations. One of the example is environmental risk, but not it is a risk. That is, so you can have a direct answer. So, Mr. X has set up a new business and he knows that he violated some rules. Whenever there is a rule violation, it leads to compliance risk, isn't it? Next one. Very, very simple questions, sir. Very, very simple questions. Gigs and Gigs is a food court in shopping mall. See, all these, entire this part, This is not at all useful for our answer. Just this is the important part of our answer. That's it. Objectives of business process automation. That's it. But in order to confuse the student, they will provide you unnecessary details, which is not at all relevant to that. Even in your public examination also, we have a cases. 10 to 12 lines of case is available, case study is available. Based on case study, read and answer 1, 2, 3 questions. That case study consists of some this is totally CA final, information system control auditing, ISCA style. So, based on case study, we are going to answer the 1, 2, 3 questions. But nothing is important as far as case study is concerned literally. But we always try to read out, then only we start with the answer. But similar related components or the concepts is reflected in the case study. That is not an answer. Just that is a concept. You can directly answer the questions, no problem at all. Just see, here what I am doing is, but all questions may not be having the same mechanism. Just I am giving example for that, that's it. But we always read out the question, then start answering, that's it. See, in this question number 5, I am violating the question and reading, identify from the following objectives of BPA that so and so company is achieving by using this method. See, identify from the following objectives of business process automation that gigs and gigs achieved, but how, what is needed, that is based upon the question. This is a food court in shopping mall. They wants to automate its manual cash counter into automated card system. What is that? Business process automation. Same card can be used at various food outlet in the food court. This automation optimizes, what is optimum? Maximizes information flow in service and billing. That means we have to provide the input and immediately provide the responses. Identify from the following objectives of BPA that gigs and gigs is achieved by using this method. See, every operation is going to be executed without any problem, called reliability, smooth. Next point is, automation always reduces the cost. All the operations are executed in a same manner, called consistency, with high quality, and reduced turnaround time is our answer. What is the turnaround time? The time interval between submission and completion is said to be a turnaround time. The time interval between submission of a job and completion of a job. For example, I am submitting the job at 10 o'clock. I got the result at 10:05. The turnaround time value is 5 minutes. If I submit the job at 10, but my job will be completed at 10:30, the turnaround time is 30 minutes. I always expect reduced, very less turnaround time. What is turnaround time? This is the time interval between submission of a job and completion of a job. That is reduced turnaround time. See this? In our topic also, we have direct questions. What are various advantages or benefits of business process automation? Sir, I am showing this particular part is because sometimes the question may be asked from that part. That's why I am giving all. I am not giving directly answer. I am also giving the information related to previous answers too. Quality and consistency. every action is performed identically, so we can achieve high quality, and similar operations called consistency. Manual operations will be reduced so that it can save the time. Visibility, automated processes, always we can identify, you can observe the status of the process that is under execution state. Cost saving, effort is going to be reduced, it provides a smooth and efficient operations. It always provides you reliable operations. Now, reduce turnaround time, BPA manages, realigns and eliminates unnecessary process steps to improve the operational performance and reduces the turnaround time for both the staff and external customers. Here the question is, this automation optimizes information flow in service and billing. Whenever they are using card system, when you swipe the card, we have to provide immediate responses to you. That's why this is an example where we are using, that is reduced turnaround time. Next one is Mr. Z. Generally they use Mr. X, Mr. Y, PQR company, XYZ company, ABC company, Smith company, like that. Generally they used to have a names like that. Next, Mr. Z is a fresh MCA and he is doing internship with e-commerce company. See this, fresh MCA doing internship with e-commerce company. What is e-commerce? Buying and selling of products, services, applications with the help of internet is said to be e-commerce. He has been given a task of prepare a flow chart describing the flow of transactions through various modes of payment used by the customer to pay the bill to the company. He is given a task of preparation of flowchart. Generally, we have various mapping systems. You have to retrieve the data from your brain. Mapping systems are, as far as our syllabus is concerned, we have two categories of mapping systems. One is data flow diagram, second one is flowchart. We all are fully aware what is a flowchart. Graphical representation of algorithm is said to be a flowchart. Pictorial representation of an algorithm is said to be a flowchart. Identify the terminology that is irrelevant, not relevant. Just try to read out the question carefully. Identify the terminology irrelevant to the process of making flowchart. As you know, flowchart requires start or stop, input or output, processing called a rectangle, decision making called condition checking, maintenance of documentation, processing called transformation, connection, flow movement, data storage, everything. One type of business mapping, business documentation is said to be a flowchart. So we have various categories of elements, that is in the terms of graphical representations. Graphical representations, flowcharts, data flow diagram, structured English, decision table, decision trees, isn't it? And then we have algorithm, entity relationship model, use case diagrams, state diagrams, transition diagram, transaction diagrams, activity diagrams and so forth. Identify the terminology that is irrelevant to the process of making flowcharts. Process, flowchart includes a process. Decision called a condition checking. It may return either true value or false value. Maintenance of document, and the answer is risk. Risk is nowhere related with flowchart. Risk is nowhere related with flowchart. So just try to recollect the data. Try to recollect the data and answer the question. Next one, question number 7. Even I want to show you something. in the terms of flowcharts also. See this. We are having various categories of symbols that are used in flowchart: process, decision making, documenting, okay, processing, storing. See this. Identify, process, decision, document, all these three elements are there. Risk is nowhere related with the graphical model. Risk is nowhere related with the flowchart. That is called as a question number 6. Next one, enterprise risk management. ERM, enterprise risk management, is a methodology that may be used by a profit or a non-profit or a government institutions for handling of risk and provides reasonable assurance to the organizational objectives. Risk is a barrier in between organization and achieving the objectives. If you reduce, if you eliminate, if you mitigate the risk, we can achieve the objectives of organization. Enterprise risk management framework consists of interrelated components that are used to identify the events that are relevant to the organization objectives, identifying which of the following is not a component of ERM framework. See this, sir. This is a essay question in our syllabus. What are the components of ERM framework? We have, see, question number 9 of chapter number 5. ERM provides a framework for risk management which typically involves identifying errors or circumstances relevant to the organization objectives, assessing them in the terms of likelihood called chances of occurrences and their impact called magnitude of impact, and determining the response strategy and monitoring process. Which of the following component? See, internal environment, objective settings, event identification, risk assessment, risk responses, control activities, information communication and monitoring. These are the components of ERM. Our question is, identify which of the following is not a component of ERM. Internal environment is a component, objective setting is a component, event identification is a component, assessment is a component, monitoring is a component, control is a component, but organization chart is nowhere related with enterprise risk management. What is that? Enterprise risk management. So, try to read out the question. If you are perfect with the theory, you can easily answer the MCQs. Next point, question number 8. The objective of internal control. The definition itself, control is nothing but a policy, procedure, practices, organization structure, where all desirable activities are allowed. Undesirable events can be prevented, detected and corrected. The objective of internal control to enable the organization and manage its challenges or disruptions seamlessly, easily, smoothly. Identifying which of the following is not an objective of internal controls. I told you, control is nothing but a policy, procedure, practice that always ensures organizational objectives, safeguarding, maintenance of integrity, improving effectiveness and efficiency. So, effectiveness and efficiency of operations is completely related to the objective. Next one. Standardization, you need to follow the rule, regulation, policy, procedure and so forth. That is, compliances is also objective. Reporting. Every component should provide some services to the upper levels. Low level management provides services to the mid level. Mid level provides some information to the top level. Based upon the information, top level management should make a decision making activity. So, rightly reporting, correct reporting of information is very, very important. But as far as internal control is concerned, meeting sales target is not an objective of internal control mechanism. Internal control mechanism is nowhere related with. See this. What are internal controls? Facilitates effectiveness and efficiency, assist compliances with the applicable laws and regulations. Internal ensures the reliability of internal and external financial reporting, safeguarding the assets of the organization. Question number 13 of chapter number 6. See, similar to this question. The objective of internal control is to enable organization manage its challenges or disruption seamlessly, smoothly. Identify which of the following is not an objective. Say this already, these are controls always nowhere responsible for meeting target, meeting sales target. Next one is, which of the following deals with section 143 of Compliances Act, that is 2013. Sir, we have given this question in academic interest, or in self-study part. Say this. It is direct element section 143. All these are IT Act. Say this. 143. Section 143, that is the last question in chapter number 6, question number 36. 143 of Compliances Act 2013 on powers and duties of auditor and auditing standards. This is a predefined definition. States that 143 of 3 contains auditor's reports which shall state that whether the company has adequate internal financial information system in place and operating effective of such controls. Is there any possibility of exact financial controls are there or not? If yes, is it running clearly or not is verified? Question number 9, powers. Which of the following deals with section 143 of Compliances Act? Acquisitions and merging. Say this. Section 134 deals with financial statement and board's reports. Financial statements and board's report. Next one. Section 66, computer related offences. Section 65, tampering with the computer source documents. Section 43, penalty and compensation for the damage of computer. See, these are various categories of sections as far as 143 is concerned, powers and duties of auditor and auditing standards. Next one, question number 10. ABC Cooperative Bank strictly follows the policy of sensitive personal information. This is related with SPDI, sensitive personal data information, rule 3, consent and so forth. Choose the attribute that is not defined as sensitive personal information. You tell me, is it your biometric information will be given to all the people? No, that is sensitive. Is it your financial information is shared with everybody? No. Even chartered accountant follows ethics. No chartered accountant provides information of one client with other clients. So, financial information is also confidential information. Can you provide password to anybody? No. So, home address you can share. Even though when you compare with remaining three parts, home address is not considered as a sensitive personal information. Sir, all the points are very easy and important when compared with, if you compare with any subject, EIS questions are very easy. Discuss sensitive personal data information regarding IT Act 2000. Say this, SPDI, sometimes it may be asked you, what is the full form of SPDI in so and so operation. 43A. And IT Act 2000 defines data protection framework for a processing digital data body corporative, right. Say this, Rule 3, sometimes under Rule 3, which of the following information cannot be treated as sensitive information? Passwords, financial information, physical or logical, psychological, mental health condition, sexual orientation, medical records and history, biometric information. This information is treated as sensitive personal data information. Every information, even Rule 5.1, remember this is also very important. Rule 5 under subsection 1, it is also consent. If you want to collect the data, you need to take the prior permission from them, called a consent. See this. ABC Cooperative Bank strictly follows the policy of sensitive personal information. Choose the attribute that is not defined sensitive personal information. Password cannot be given to other people. Even your financial information, biometric information, nothing will be given to anybody. Next one. Question number 11. Mr. Shravan, HR manager of a multinational company, asked his subordinate to prepare the files of processes involved in human resource management system, HRMS. Which of the following does not form part of HR management? See, recruiting, onboarding, training and development, career planning, career development, leadership management, training management, employee self-services, all those activities related with the human resource management, career advancement, career development, career planning, everything, long-term goals, object law and short-term goals related with the achievement of the company based upon their job titles. So, invoicing is nowhere related with the human resource management system. How? See, human resource management system, this is question number 20. Human resource management system, I told you, recruiting, onboarding, career orientation and career planning, career development, transition or a termination, these are the phases. Along with these phases, we have some other areas. Training modules is needed, employee self-service module is needed, interaction, communication, all these elements associated with the HRMS. But invoicing is nowhere connected with human resource management system. So, human resource management system associated with training and development, career development, leadership management and invoicing, that is called a model of HRMS. Next, question number 12. To make the success in the business and to reduce the timing of manual work, so that what we need? Automation. Organization should implement business process automation. which involves documentation as well. What is documentation? Manual. Which of the following is not the benefit of documentation? Which of the following is not a documentation of business process implementation? See, generally, we have various steps in business process automation. There are 8 steps in business process automation. Why we plan to implement the BPA? Understand the rules and regulations of the BPA, document the process which we wish to automate, define the objectives and goals of the BPA, engage a business process consultant, calculate return on investment, development of BPA, and also finally testing of BPA. See, in this case, every business process automation always requires clarity, knowing the sources of inefficiency, focusing on desired result. In order to, clarity of a process is needed. Next one is to find the weaknesses. What is bottleneck? Bottleneck is nothing but a weakness. Identify the sources of inefficiency. These are 3 elements associated with document the process which we wish to automate. Process 1. Why we plan to implement the BPA? Understand the rules and regulations of the BPA. Third step is document the process. In document the process, we have this is nowhere connected with benefit of BPA. Design a new policy format is not needed in the case of documentation section. So, just I follow the same mechanism while explaining the MCQs so that you can get direct idea. No MCQ will be given unknown sources. Everything is available in our Masterminds material. Just check out. Whatever the highlighted content is Masterminds material content. No MCQ is hidden from our material. Masterminds material is more than enough for your preparation. Okay, that's all. We will continue in the next class.
Hi students, I am Prakash, Academic Advisor, Masterminds. Just now you have watched a sample video of detailed explanation to MCQs released by ICAI at CA Inter and IPCC level. So as you already know that at CA Inter and IPCC level, in all the theory subjects, 30% of the question paper will consist of MCQs. That is, in each paper 30 marks are being dedicated to MCQs. So, and majority of them will be case based, scenario based MCQs. And CA Institute has officially released such kind of case based, scenario based MCQs, and they have even released some normal style of MCQs also. Our faculty team have made detailed videos on all such MCQs, in which our faculty have given a detailed explanation to each and every MCQ. Just now you have watched a sample video of the same. If you really like that video, then you can purchase this MCQs explanation videos of your choice, which are available in our app. For that purpose, you need to first install our Android app, which is available in Google Play Store, and our app name is Masterminds Online Classes. If you belong to iOS platform, then please do install an app called Class Plus and enter the organization code as MZGUN. Now, so after installing the app, click the button Store. So here you can find options like CA Inter MCQs. Click that. So here are the courses available in which our faculty have given detailed explanation to each and every MCQ. For example, look at the auditing subject. Let's see. So here is the content. Here are the videos of MCQs explaining in the subject of auditing, and whatever the subject you want, you can purchase. It's not compulsory to purchase the MCQs of all the subjects. You can purchase each individual subject of your choice also. And based on the number of hours of content, we have even fixed the fee. So you can purchase these videos at your own convenience and you can start watching the same. And for all these videos, we will be given 1.5 views. That means a 1 hour video can be watched for 1.5 hours. And similar videos are even available for CA IPCC students also. Hope that you will enjoy this service. My dear students, if you have any academic issues and would like to contact me, then please send a mail to my mail ID with all your details, and my mail ID is mssprakash2012@gmail.com. All the best. Let's have a glimpse into the roots of the masterminds. So masterminds were established in 2002 and is undeniably the pioneer and the leader in MEC, CA and CMA coaching in India, with a lion's share of nearly 20,000 admissions per annum. It is an incredible initiative by 3 visionary edupreneurs. That is me, MSS Prakash, Chartered Accountant, my brother Mohan, my sister-in-law Radha, from the same family at a very young age under the successful mentorship of our father, Mr. M. Sivaprasad. Within the shortest span, our presence have expanded to almost all major cities of AP and Telangana. We are humbled to say that very soon we want to expand to the states of Karnataka and Tamil Nadu also, so especially with the wishes and support of all our old students. We offer best quality services for MEC with integrated coaching for CRCMA Foundation. Exclusive MEC CEC coaching is also available. Regular class, study hours and revision exams, MMTS services for all the levels of CSCMA courses. And recently we launched a unique academic program called MEC Pro, aiming the students who aspire to pursue BBA, CLAT or MBA in future rather than CSCMA courses, and we have received excellent response. So our students have achieved first rank for 47 times in various courses that we offer coaching. Till now, our students have bagged 977 All India ranks in all the stages of CSCMA courses. So 98 All India ranks in a single attempt of CMA inter and final exams, and 180 All India ranks in CSCMA courses in 2019 and 20 alone. So 3 All India first ranks in the year 2020 alone. So right now we have around 150 batches of various courses in Guntur and all our branches together.